Hi, welcome to Redneck Gimp Review. My name is Pete Siegel, and today I'm going to bring you a video on FiberLight Firestarter and the Arcadia Gear Fat Boy Fire Rod, and my opinions on those for people with disabilities and using them as a fire starting method, and show you a couple of things that I had to do to make it work for me. So we'll start with the FiberLight. The FiberLight is a really good fire starter. I did a little bit of playing around with it, and as you can see from this one, this is a brand new one, except for being in the dirt here. It's brand new, never been opened, still got the rubber seal around it, that Ranger band there, which that is a good idea to keep water out of it, but it is a waterproof fire starting material. So what I have a problem with is, if you see my hands, they're not real strong. You can see the muscle wasting away in them. And I have difficulty getting that Ranger band off of here. So what I had to do, I took the Ranger band off a bit from this way and put the Ranger band on it this way, because I can actually use it and get it off of here now. So all I have to do here, grab a hold of it, and it's a beautiful day out here in Coronaville because it's beautiful. Everybody is out and about social distancing, so please forgive the noises of the vehicles going around. And we did bring our dogs with us, and my beautiful wife is behind the camera here. So, and anyway, we'll get back here to the FiberLight. I put the Ranger band on it this way to hold it, and that way the top doesn't come off of it. What I would like to see is maybe have a little bit of jimping around the edge of the top here, so that you can have a twist on and off, and that would maybe work a little better for people like me. But, you know, it comes off easy enough now, so we pull that off of there, and if I remember right, this just twists off here, and there's the FiberLight. Okay, as you can see, it's in there compacted really, really well, and all you got to do is pull some out. We'll pull a pinch out here, just like that, and then you put your lid back on it. Okay, and this is what it looks like. And that is better tinder than what you're going to be able to recreate out in the woods or the boonies. And it will catch a spark from a ferro rod. I have tried it a couple of times, and it does work well. So I'm not going to make a full-fledged fire. I'm just going to show you that I can get a fire going with this if I need to. Right now we're on a spot where there's a lot of dirt, so it's safe. Don't have to worry about starting a, brush fire or anything like that. The wind is blowing a little bit, so if you're going to have a fire, make sure you do it safe. Don't be one of these people that goes out and leaves the fire burning, or the hot coals or something like that. Make sure you take care of it, and you do it in a spot where it's not going to catch, roots or anything like that on fire. And all in all, just be careful with fire. I mean, it can be real bad, especially out here in the West. We get dry times of the year, and this is one of them. We're actually starting to fall behind levels of moisture now, and things are going to start drying out real quick. So we're out here where there's a lot of dirt and rock. Don't have to worry about much catching on fire. So I'm going to set this down on the ground here. Right there. Get this little piece here. Put it up there on that. Which brings me to the Fat Boy Fire Starter by Arcadia Gear. It comes with a fire steel, a scraper, and it's got a really good edge on it. However, the problem I have with this is it doesn't give me a grip to actually get down on here and scrape the spark off. I mean, I can, but it's real difficult because I don't have any thumb strength. So these small little scrapers like this don't work real well for a guy like me, or anyone that would have issues with hands like this. You might be able to figure a way out, you know, maybe grip it between a couple of fingers or something. As you can see, I have difficulty doing that. So what I did, I went and bought myself, this is just a basic, what's the word I'm looking for here? What's the name of that die? It's a lathe die or something, you know, a tool die. And all it is a piece of sharp steel. The edges are really sharp. And I took a piece of pine, drilled a hole in it, put a bunch of epoxy in there, and stuck that down in there, and voila, I have a Firestarter Scraper that I can actually hold and use and manipulate. A lot better than what this little thing here. And that there cost me less than $5 to make. I went out, find a piece of pine, cut it off the tree, and it was a dead stick. And this was close to the tree, and if you smelled it, you could smell the turpentine in it. So that's what they call fat wood. And so I could actually use my knife, scrape some of this off if I didn't have any FiberLight, and use that to start a fire with this. Just scrape this down and I've got tinder and all that ready to go. So if you're going to make something like this, I suggest go out in the woods, find you a tree that's got a dead limb on it. Pine tree is preferable, because what will happen is that dead limb close to the trunk will get all that, you know, terpenes in there, which is what starts everything on fire, and you're good to go. And just drill a little hole in there, put your fire steel in, and then I drilled a little hole in there to put the lanyard in so that I put it on here with that, and then I keep them together. But one of the things about this Fat Boy fire rod, for me, it's extremely heavy. The price is not bad. It was only in the $30-some range, which for a fire steel that's, you know, dang near 3/4 of an inch thick, that's pretty good. So I really like it, except for the weight. This handle isn't that big, so it's hard, you know, if you want to use the whole thing from the handle on down, it's going to be difficult if you can't get a good grip on it. So I'm only using from, you know, about the bottom 2/3 of it, as you can see from where I practiced with it. So, but there's, see that? I can actually get sparks to go with it. That's the difference between this little striker here that I can't grip and the one that I can grip. So let's see if I can get this FiberLight to start up and catch. So and I'm not real good with it, so bear with me. It might take me a little bit to get it going. So there we go. Just one little bitty spark that caught. And look at that. I got her on fire. I better not... This is a little refill pack. So when you get your tin all gone and you get back home, you can always take your little refill And whatever you used out of there, you can replace and put back in the tin. And then you don't have to worry about ever running out when you go out with your gear. But as you can see, that burns real good. And that was just one little spark. So I was able to get a fire going. And that much right there, if a guy can't get a fire going with that, there's something wrong. So that right there would allow me the opportunity to add some sticks to it and actually get something going so that I could, you know, if I had to heat water up to have lunch or something, I've got the ability to get my solo stove ready to go, and there you go. You got fire, and it's good. One thing I would say, make sure you're in an open area when you're doing this, because if you see all this black smoke on there, I don't know if that'd be alright to breathe in or not, but I would suggest not breathing it in, if you can avoid it. So as you can see, it does burn a good long while. So that length of time that it's burnt right there is enough time to add your kindling to it. To add some bigger sticks. And add some bigger sticks until you get a nice, good cooking fire ready to go, or nice, good heat and fire. I think it's awesome stuff. And I really do like FiberLight. Yeah, that's burning pretty good. Alright, so, recap. Arcadia Gear Fat Boy. Big, heavy, lunky. The striker for a guy like me with weak hands and thumbs doesn't work real well, so I had to make my own. But all in all, it will start a fire. As you can see, I used it to start that. Is it going to be my main carry ferro rod? No. I have one of those that unfortunately I left at the house, and I will pull out and bring one of these days. That one, I'm real proud of what I did when I made that, so I will show that to you in a future video. But this video here, the Arcadia Gear Fat Boy, if I had my choice not to buy it again, I probably would not, because it's so heavy. It's unwieldy for me and hard to use. But I'm glad I got it, because I have it. If I need it, I can use it. But all in all, I think I'd save my money up and hold off and get something a little bit smaller next time. So, but anyway, the FiberLight gets a high pass because it starts a fire excellently. The only problem I have is the Ranger band on it, the round way like this. That's difficult for me to get on and off, but you know, I love it. I mean, it's excellent fire steel, and I can always improvise a way to make that Ranger band work to hold the lid on. So I'm not worried about that. I can start a fire with it, and it's just excellent stuff. So, yep, I like FiberLight. I do like the Arcadia Gear Fat Boy. I think it's a cool fire steel, but I would choose not to buy that one again and just get something else next time. But all in all, I'd say, as you can see here, if I had to, I could get a fire going with what I have. So, anyway, this is Pete with Redneck Gimpy Review, and I'll catch you on the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.